But I guess it'd be good to start with the current scene, painting a bit of a picture for people of, okay, what is it like at the moment for people joining this industry? What is it like for companies hiring in this industry? And then we can go from there and dive into it a little bit further. I might jump in for you, Martyn, to open that up.
I think the current state of play at the moment is, the marketplace is growing at quite a fast pace. I think it's really what kind of has ignited things was certainly what we saw was when Facebook did the Connect conference back in September last year to announce the rebrand to Meta and kind of started talking about the metaverse. It kind of seemed to light a fire under the marketplace that kind of everybody realized that, they can't sit still and they have to start innovating. And so we've seen a real seismic shift towards businesses kind of making heavier investments towards research and development and rapid prototyping to look at either new products or new areas that they could kind of develop within, the kind of XR and whatever it kind of ends up looking like, but the kind of metaverse space. So we kind of have seen quite a significant amount of interest, and that's obviously created significantly more vacancies as a result of it across pretty much all areas, really covering, I guess, aspects like kind of UX, UI design, creative technology, product management, development, and kind of artist roles. The whole industry just seems to have kind of woken up and got moving. So I think it's kind of scared quite a lot of people into action, which I think is good and bad at the same time, really.
Ivan, I don't know if you've seen anything from your point of view, because obviously you're coming from the perspective of hiring people right now.
Sure. So the problem generally that I see with people coming into XR is that many of them, excited for a new technology, they come into this space and just thinking about the technology and not about the products that they want to create, and sort of becomes a trap for some, because I see a lot of people really knowing their tech, really knowing the space, but there aren't that many products appearing and not that many ideas that I wish there were in the space, because that's the thing that's mostly lacking. We hear about the advances in technology. We hear about all the great announcements all around, but what I really would like to see in the spaces for maybe more people coming from different areas, from music, from art, from games, and seeing how they can express themselves in that particular medium.
Great. I don't know, Ferhan, what is it from your perspective right now?
Yeah, I mean, what we are seeing right now, that's for sure, is the growth of the new job positions out there is not the same with the growth of the talent pool that we have right now. I think this is the most maybe critical part that we need to address as an industry, and it's not about also quantity. I'm also seeing, like, in terms of quality of talents, that is not fitting to the needs of the industry, especially as Ivan mentioned, like, this is like something that you need to build a product at the end, either as a product manager or as a developer, and they literally do not have enough experience while they are joining even an entry-level position, right? So this is the biggest thing, that people need to somehow find a way to find experienced talents, maybe not as senior as you may expect, but at least experienced enough that they already built some products or some prototypes beforehand. So if we can somehow create some fast track pathways to enable that, I think this will be great for the growth of the industry, because talent is sometimes really blocking towards your next either your next goal of as a startup, or as a next goal in terms of your product growth and platform growth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I just add a little something to Ferhan? I definitely agree. And one of the things that we particularly seeking at Sensorium is the experience of actually bringing something from the concept to an actual end product. It could be, however small it could be some indie product. It could be mid-size. The scale doesn't matter, but just having the patience to be able to bring something to the final result is something that's definitely lacking, because in all new fields, well, even in the old one, and if we're talking about game development, for instance, not so many people have the patience, to actually go through all the stages and see it through. And that's definitely something that could be a very valuable understanding of all the barriers and how your decisions in the beginning, how they will affect all the later stages.
Yeah, I think we started to touch on it there a little bit then. Martyn, I mean, like when you're speaking to people who are looking for jobs in this space, what advice are you giving them when they want to enter a career in XR?
I think the key, I think it depends very much on the job role, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I think for argument's sake, for an artist, we kind of advise everybody to kind of do as much work as they can on their portfolio to kind of get it, looking as good as they can. And I think it's kind of not just, but I think equally so that you've got a consistent style design, for argument's sake. So, if you're a 3D artist, then you're kind of building, and you specialize in characters, then just have characters on your kind of portfolio. If you're building environments, just have environments, so that, I guess anyone looking at it as a potential hiring manager can then see, this is the, creative style that somebody has. And it's a case of kind of putting your best work on there. But I think, particularly for certain roles, as I say, like art roles, it is all about your portfolio, really. And I think also, I guess showing that you've got an eye for creativity and, kind of demonstrable experience in that area, really. And then conversely for developers, I think we kind of advise the same thing in terms of, I guess, kind of having coding examples on GitHub or something like that, where, people can see that you can write clean code and things like that. So it's more because it's not necessarily, I think, about having, because obviously when you're just starting out in the industry, you're not going to have masses of experience, but I guess it's showing that you've got the initiative and the willing and the desire to kind of put, something of meaning together, and that you kind of are, that you kind of almost not live it, sleep it, but do you know what I mean? I guess where you kind of got that real passion for kind of wanting to work in the marketplace or in the industry, I should say.